I have a simple question for you. Who do you trust? In regards to hunting supers, you generally have three options. The compass, the crowd, or yourself. This mainly applies to huge areas or giant maze modes, where huge crowds or compass use is more common. And terrible bubbling also occurs. Now usually in maze, it is best to check the right side first. And I will stress that all of these options will never be 100% correct. Neither the crowd or the compass will be correct. Especially the compass. And I know this firsthand, that the compass will not point at the correct entity at all, regardless if it's an ultra or a super. Keep in mind, here is where the compass points. And since it's not where we just went, it will be somewhere around here. Around this area. Instead, where was it? It was here. The Super B was here, so it was not where the compass pointed at originally. It's safe to say that I personally cannot trust the compass. Hell, I trust the crowd more than the compass, and that is saying something. And even when it does point at the right entity, if you will, it's hard to choose which way you'll go. And all you can do in this particular instance is trust yourself, if you even can do that. This time I went the wrong way, so I guess I cannot trust myself either, even though I should. There are many times where this compass points at the wrong one, and I am often prone to believe it. And if you use it, you kind of have to, because if you don't, you might miss the super because you did not trust the compass. Although it would definitely help if I did not skill issue myself, by dying in the stupidest of ways. At this point, your best bet is to trust the Discord server that you are in. That is, if they report where it is exactly. When it comes to maze, I seem to have more success when I follow the crowd, or at least the right crowd. Because not all crowds are good. It is once again your call. Do you trust one crowd or the other? And you have to choose quickly because every second counts, every microsecond counts. You cannot miss any time. Because it all adds up to your damage that you could have done. But if it's a singular crowd, you best pray they went the correct way. And good luck even trying to use compass, because there will be some that will use magnets, unless you have super compass, because you're lucky as hell. And while it's not all failures, be prepared to fail. At least I prepare. Really though, a lot of this just stems from you either trusting yourself or not, because even if you do see players move in the opposite direction, you still have to make the call. And since I am someone that usually records stuff, I don't really have the time to check outside the game, so I can only trust myself here. And even if and when I fail, I will have myself to blame most of the time. For places like the main spider spawn, this is very important. You never know if you miss an ultra third eye drop. But since I was here early enough, I did get the drops. Although it's very difficult to see because of all these stupid eggs. Now I mainly opt not to use the compass, but sometimes I do just to try my luck. Which, considering my ultra drops, especially from Super Bubble, not very lucky at all. And I would rather trust myself than both crowds and the compass. But I can use the crowd or the compass for convenience's sake. You know, since dozens of players go for supers, they're just there to help if you wish. However, this is what happens when you do not check the right side first. You will go through the entirety of the left side, and if it's very, very slow, it takes a lot longer than you think. And all of this time, so many of us missed it because we did not check the right side and we trusted the crowd. Where does your faith even lie when you cannot trust anyone or anything? I'm serious. I will show you where it was located. It was located right here, around here the whole time. I'm just so used to this bullshit at this point. I can only see the compass being used properly to try and hunt the termite overmind because it spawns in many random places, whilst all the other ultras or supers that spawn here are usually in the two main termite chambers. So from what I've shown you and from what I've rambled about, what is there to take from this? You cannot trust the compass, you cannot trust the crowd, you cannot trust yourself, and you just have to grind for super antennae for an absolutely better chance to maybe even find the super that you want. Yeah, that's really all there is. The only other option is to farm there, and considering this is the fire antel, yeah, good luck even obtaining these supers if you are not farming at any of these antels. And finally, do not die in any stupid manner. And that's how you obtain super galleries. Good luck on your journey of getting what you need, because you are going to need it. Trust no one, not even yourself.